myself and many others, you as well, Liz, we're sort of at the forefront of wanting to be sure we defined and refined interventions in a way that were responsive to the needs of students who had not acquired proficiency by second or third grade. And we really pushed in on these interventions, and we've learned a great deal. We've learned a great deal about the fact that you need multiple components. We sort of talk a lot about the science of reading being the big five, phonemic awareness, phonics, fluency, vocabulary, and comprehension. But we've also learned, hey, what about spelling and writing? Maybe we got a big seven here. And so, we've really sort of broadened our view on what these interventions need to look like, how long they need to last. And Jeanne and myself, as well as others, have also started thinking about, are there other components that need to be integrated within these interventions to improve their power? So as students get older, are there issues related to anxiety that we might sort of have some anxiety management woven in? Jeannie's really thought a lot about mindset and whether that might be something we need to think about as we design interventions. We also have issues related to attention, memory, self-regulation, all of these as sort of the executive functioning and how we might need to be more responsive, not so much teaching them. Like, I don't want the audience to hear memory training, or I don't want the audience to hear self-regulation training and isolation. I want the audience to hear, how do we think about these self-regulation practices in ways that will allow us to build interventions by weaving what we know about them into the way in which we design interventions. So I think that's really particularly important as students get older. I also think as students get older, we need to really think a lot more about how it is we refine and define what all classroom teachers do to raise the literacy level. So rather than thinking, oh my gosh, what does the 40 or 50-minute intervention each day look like? In addition, not instead of, what does every social studies, science, English language arts, mathematics teacher need to do every day so that literacy enhancements are built into this content learning? And I think we know some things about that, and we can do a lot better with that. But I think as long as we sort of lean solely into intervention solving the problem, and not enough into the combination of classroom, if you will, content area classroom practices plus intervention solving the problem, I think we are going to make inadequate progress.
And that is such an important piece that I don't think I've heard expressed so completely like that. We think about, the intensity that's needed for these students. And you're right, we often hear we don't have enough time in our schedule, right, for the intense reading block that we need. But if we reframe the question to, how can we build in the scaffolding and the explicitness to every single class throughout the day,